everyone. Thanks for joining us today. We're going to be doing a deep dive into the most anticipated movies of 2025.
Okay.
And to do this, we're going to be looking at that Hollywood's hottest video that's been making the rounds online.
Right.
So think of this as like a sneak peek into your future movie nights,
I like it.
what you might be watching a couple of years from now.
Yeah, it's really fascinating to see what studios think is going to resonate with audiences, a couple of years out. And there's definitely a mix of, big swings and safe bets in there.
Yeah, well, let's start with those safe bets, the
Okay.
ones that are practically guaranteed to pull in huge crowds.
Right.
And first up, I think we got to talk about Avengers, Secret Wars.
Of course.
This is the culmination of the whole multiverse saga.
Yeah, they've been building to this for years.
I know, and we're hearing all these rumors about legacy characters returning and just some mind-bending crossovers.
Right.
I mean, what do you think?
Well, I think what's interesting about Secret Wars is that it's not just a finale,
Yeah.
It's also a potential reset button for the whole MCU.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it gives Marvel a chance to kind of streamline their storylines, which are getting
Yeah, a little convoluted. Yeah.
and introduce some fresh elements, for the next phase.
Yeah.
So think of it like a cosmic spring cleaning.
I like that.
Yeah.
From one galaxy-spanning adventure to another, we've got Star Wars Episode X, A New Beginning,
Oh, yes.
a brand new trilogy set in uncharted territory.
This is what fans have been waiting for.
I know. What do you think they're going to explore with this one? Any theories floating around out there?
Well, there's a lot of speculation, especially about the time period. Some fans are hoping for a dive into the Old Republic era,
Okay.
thousands of years before the whole Skywalker saga.
Wow.
Imagine stories about the origins of the Jedi Order or the rise of the Sith.
Oh my.
Yeah, that would be epic.
Okay. I'm already sold on that one.
Right. Yeah.
Now for something a little closer to home, or at least to Earth, we've got Jurassic World, Extinction.
Okay.
Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard are back.
All right.
But the word on the street is this one's going to be much darker than its predecessor.
Interesting.
So do you think they're going to lean into the horror elements more with this one?
It's definitely possible. I mean, the Jurassic franchise has always kind of flirted with that darker side of human nature, our obsession with controlling nature and all that. But Extinction could really delve into those themes, exploring the potential consequences of genetic manipulation, the ethics of bringing back extinct creatures.
Right, and remember those creepy dinosaur-human hybrids from Fallen Kingdom?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe they'll play a bigger role this time around?
It would make sense.
Okay, that's a little unsettling.
Yeah.
Let's switch gears to some sequels that we've been patiently, or not so patiently, waiting for. James Cameron is finally taking us back to Pandora with Avatar 4.
It's happening.
More stunning visuals, I'm sure, but I'm curious about where he'll take the story this time.
Yeah, well, the first Avatar really resonated because of its strong environmental message and its exploration of cultural respect. And I think those themes will be even more potent in Avatar 4.
Oh, for sure.
The real world has changed a lot since the first film.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Cameron will reflect those changes in the narrative.
Yeah.
Plus, he's a visual innovator,
Oh, yeah.
He's been pushing the boundaries of CGI for decades, so I'm expecting Avatar 4 to be a visual feast.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
All right, enough with the serious stuff.
Okay.
Let's talk about some good old-fashioned zombie slaying fun.
All right.
Zombieland 3, Double Tap Again, is hitting the screens with the original cast.
Can't beat that.
What more can you ask for more Tallahasseeisms, I hope?
Oh, I hope so.
What do you think? I mean, Zombieland is a perfect example of horror comedy done right.
Right.
It knows when to be scary, when to be funny, and when to just let the characters be their wonderfully eccentric selves. And the chemistry between Woody Harrelson, Jesse Eisenberg, Emma Stone, and Abigail Breslin is undeniable.
Yes.
So I think they'll pick up right where they left off, delivering more of the same hilarious zombie-bashing action we loved in the first two films.
You had me at Tallahasseeisms.
Right.
Okay, from zombies to the shadowy streets of Gotham.
Ooh, hey.
Robert Pattinson is back as the Batman in The Batman. Part 2.
All right.
Matt Reeves is directing again.
Okay.
Which means we're in for another dark and gritty Gotham City adventure.
I'm here for it.
What are you hoping to see in the sequel?
Well, what's fascinating about Matt Reeves' take on Batman is its psychological depth.
Yeah.
He's exploring Bruce Wayne's trauma and the moral complexities of vigilantism in a way we haven't really seen before. So I'm hoping part 2 will delve even deeper into Bruce's psyche, perhaps pushing him closer to the edge,
Yeah.
And let's not forget the villains. Gotham has a rich rogues gallery.
Right.
And I'm eager to see who Reeves will choose to pit against Batman this time around.
Let's talk about those villains. I've heard whispers that...
Hush.
Oh.
He's a fan favorite.
Yeah. Okay.
He's a brilliant strategist and master manipulator. Someone who could really get under Batman's skin.
Oh, a psychological thriller with Hush. I would line up for that.
Right.
But let's shift gears a bit. What about those films that might not have the instant name recognition, but have the potential to be real gems? Those movies you end up telling all your friends about.
Absolutely. And this list has a few that fit that bill perfectly.
Okay.
First, we have Eclipse, a sci-fi thriller from Denis Villeneuve,
Oh.
the visionary director behind Dune and Blade Runner 2049.
Okay. Villeneuve is a master of atmosphere and visual storytelling. His films are always so thought-provoking. What do we know about Eclipse?
Well, details are scarce, but we know it's set in a dystopian future where technology has reshaped society in unsettling ways.
Okay.
Knowing Villeneuve, it's safe to assume Eclipse will be visually stunning, with a complex narrative that explores themes of artificial intelligence, human consciousness, and the ethical dilemmas of advanced technology.
Right.
It might even give us some Blade Runner vibes.
Okay, I'm adding that to my watch list. What else do we have in the hidden gems category?
How about a historical epic, The Last Pharaoh? Tells the story of Cleopatra.
Okay.
With Zendaya in the lead role.
Zendaya as Cleopatra, that's inspired casting. I'm already picturing the costumes and the drama.
Yeah.
But Cleopatra's story has been told so many times. What makes this one stand out?
It's all about perspective.
Okay.
This film is said to be told from Cleopatra's point of view.
Oh, interesting.
Offering a more nuanced and complex portrayal of this iconic figure. We often see her through the lens of Roman history. But The Last Pharaoh promises to delve into her political savvy, her intelligence, and her struggles as a female ruler in a patriarchal world.
Right.
And with Zendaya's talent, I think we're in for a powerful performance.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
From ancient Egypt to a neon-drenched future, we've got Neon Shadows, a cyberpunk action film from the creators of John Wick. Give me all the details.
Think fast-paced action and stunning visuals and a gritty cyberpunk aesthetic.
Okay.
The John Wick team is known for their innovative fight choreography and world building. So Neon Shadows has the potential to be a stylish and exhilarating ride.
Yeah.
It could be the next big action franchise if they play their cards right.
All right. I'm sensing a theme here. We've got epic battles and space dinosaurs wreaking havoc, shadowy villains in Gotham. 2025 is shaping up to be an action-packed year at the movies.
It is.
But let's not forget about the family-friendly films.
Okay.
Pixar is back with Inside Out 3.
Oh, nice.
Taking us back into the world of emotions.
Well, Pixar has this incredible ability to tell stories that resonate with both children and adults.
Yes.
The first Inside Out was a masterpiece, exploring the complexities of human emotions with humor and hearts.
He really was.
So I'm sure Inside Out 3 will continue to delve into those themes, perhaps introducing new emotions or exploring how our emotional landscapes evolve as we grow older.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Speaking of evolving, How to Train Your Dragon, The Hidden World Part 2 continues. Hiccup and Toothless's adventures. These films are always visually stunning, and the story of their friendship is so heartwarming. What do you think they'll explore in this sequel?
Well, The Hidden World introduced a whole new realm of dragons and possibilities.
Right.
So I think Part 2 will delve deeper into the lore of the dragons, perhaps revealing ancient secrets or introducing new species. And of course, we'll see Hiccup and Toothless's bond tested as they face new challenges and make difficult choices.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, one last film in the family-friendly category, Super Mario Bros. The Koopa Kingdom is the sequel to the surprise hit of 2023. What can fans expect this time around?
Well, the first Super Mario Bros. Movie proved that video game adaptations can actually be good.
They can.
So the Koopa Kingdom will likely continue in that vein, delivering vibrant animation, catchy tunes, and plenty of references to the beloved video game franchise.
Right.
And with Bowser back as the main antagonist, we're in for some epic showdowns.
Oh, can't wait. So are you ready for 2025? We've got sequels to beloved franchises, potential indie darlings, and animated adventures for the whole family. It's a lot to take in, but
I know.
Before we wrap things up, I have to ask, looking at this lineup, it strikes me that a lot of these films are sequels. We're part of these established franchises. So do you think Hollywood is playing it safe, or can these familiar stories still offer something new and exciting?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah.
On the one hand, studios are naturally drawn to proven properties.
Right.
It's a way to minimize risk,
Yeah.
in an industry that's notoriously unpredictable.
For sure.
But on the other hand, a lot of these franchises, they're evolving. They're exploring new themes. They're introducing fresh characters, and they're pushing the boundaries of visual effects and storytelling.
It's like they're building upon a foundation, but adding, new layers and dimensions to the structure.
Exactly. Take the Batman, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Reeves took a familiar character and crafted a fresh, psychologically driven narrative that really resonated with audiences.
Yeah.
And with Secret Wars, Marvel has the opportunity to, reshape its entire cinematic universe.
That's true.
So while there's definitely an element of playing it safe,
Yeah.
there's also, the potential for some real innovation and reinvention within these franchises.
I think so too. And plus, it's not like this list is devoid of original content.
Right.
We've got Eclipse the Last Pharaoh, Neon Shadows.
Yeah.
Those all sound incredibly promising.
Absolutely. And who knows what other surprises are in store.
Right.
There are always those sleeper hits.
Right.
The films that come out of nowhere and just capture the imagination of audiences worldwide.
Yeah.
I mean, that's part of the magic of cinema.
That's true. So while we can speculate and, make predictions based on what we know, there's always that element of mystery and anticipation.
Right.
Which is what makes going to the movies so exciting.
Precisely. We can analyze trends. We can dissect trailers. We can debate potential storylines. But ultimately, the true magic unfolds when the lights dim and the screen comes alive.
Well said. So which of these films are you most excited about? Are you a diehard franchise fan? Or are you drawn to the allure of the unknown, those hidden gems waiting to be discovered?
Right.
And what about the films we didn't get to discuss? What's on your personal watch list for 2025?
Yeah, let us know.
We're always eager to hear from fellow cinephiles. Until next time, keep exploring, keep watching, and keep the magic of cinema alive.